I just reviewed this book. Chapter 10 is about games from the author, and I would like to make two videos with the games from this author taken from this book, because I want to see how he plays. Notice that these games are about the French defense and the Sicilian defense. And the author has in fact two books, one on the Sicilian middle game and one on the French middle games. So it's interesting that he shared his expertise also in these openings. And now I will pause the video, put the pieces in place and enjoy another of the games by Grandmaster Müller. Okay, so this is the game Müller-Carsten against Schurade M, which was played in Germany in 1997, and this was a rapid game. E4, C5, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, a6, bishop c4, e6, castle, bishop e7, bishop b3. It's interesting, but he already goes back without waiting for b5. Castle, f4, and generally before playing this f4 they move the king out of the way, because this diagonal can create problems to white. Knight bd7, king h1, yes, knight h5, and e5. So it seems that here black played this move, knight f e4, which is dubious. And Müller gives a look at the two alternatives, which seems one is it's d takes e5, and there is one game against Müller played in 1991, which he won in like 21 moves. And the other one is knight b3, knight takes b3, which gives equality. So I think it's interesting to see what happened with d takes e5. I'm just curious. Sorry, just a second, okay? F takes e5. So Müller also played this game. Knight f d7, queen h5. Obviously, once you remove the defender, the queen can go here, and it starts to become a problem. e5, rook f3, the full-blown attack. e4, rook h3. Again, this is the problem. Black is trying to attack on the queen side, great, but it doesn't understand that the goal of the game is to give checkmate, not gain a bishop, right? h6, and well, after h6 white played, and here there is a diagram, so you should pause and try to find the great move that white played, okay? And okay, if you pause, I will do it. Knight f5, e takes f5, bishop takes h6, bishop h4 to cut them, queen g6, because this is pinning this, queen g5, but unfortunately there is this. Too late. Queen h5, knight takes e5, and rook takes h4. And of course, this is the end. This was Carsten Müller against Zagrebelny in Budapest 1991. Okay, so let's return back to see Carsten Müller against Šurade. Okay, so this was the position by Carsten Müller versus Šurade, in which Šurade played knight e4. And now we see their games. Knight takes e4, knight takes e4, c3, b5, and queen g4. Black continues with bishop b7. Generally, yes, this is a kind of a strong attacking force. And white played bishop e3. Also, if he says that originally he planned to play this move, okay? But he found a line while at the board that refuted that move, okay? So, bishop e3. Now there is g6, that is a mistake. And rook e1. So the author says the last two moves are typical of rapid chess. White brings all the pieces into play to secure his position before he strikes. But can you think of a better move for white? It seems the best move it would have been this f5. Amazing move, right? So instead rook e1. Black played h5, that is a mistake. Again, it seems they needed it was to attack the center, okay? Queen h3, and another dubious move, that is king h7. Also in this case, here there is analysis of three different moves. That is this knight c5, he says, but in all these three analyses I see that in any case white is able to gain a definitive advantage, so I don't know, it seems that his fate is kind of sealed, right? Okay, after king h7 we have finally another interesting move that we saw before, f5, the battering ram as you call it. E takes f5, rook takes f5, bishop g5, and also here there is however a column of analysis on upon what black could do, but again there is no save. There are a lot of alternatives, like 4 different moves, sub moves. I'm sorry, black is gonna die no matter what. Bishop takes f7, d takes f5, knight e6, queen d7, bishop takes g6, king takes g6, and the last move of the game is knight takes f8 check. And here black resigned. Okay. Eventually, if you don't see why, try to play it against a computer. It's possible that obviously after this there is this. Okay. You say, oh, what? But why you didn't take that? Because the problem is that this is a check and this is a discovery, so you are going to take this, right? So that's the reason. Okay, so this was the second game from the book Carsten Müller, the last chapter, the chapter of the author games that I was curious to see, okay? Thank you very much.